Now to Decision 2024, developing right now. Republican vice presidential nominee JD Vance landed in the Valley just about 30 minutes ago. This is the first time that Vance has been to the Valley since the announcement that he'll be former President Trump's running mate. Vance is set to take the stage here in Arizona at Christian University Event Center. That's coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. But 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra
Trump picked him as VP. So I figured since he's here, I can at least show the support behind him to show that even though we're voting for President Trump, not for Vice President, and to show that we're behind him.
Actually, I have seen the movie about him, about his life, and I didn't realize that was the same man. I've heard him speak before, not in person, but I like what he says. You know, he's MAGA all the way.
And speakers tonight so far leading up to Vance have talked about the likely candidate on the Democratic side, Kamala Harris, emphasizing her role in the Biden administration's handling of the border and migration. People I talked to say they're encouraged that JD Vance will make a trip to Cochise County to visit the border tomorrow. Now, in terms of who else is here, back out here live, we have seen, of course, a lot of voters, folks from all over Arizona that have made the drive to be out here. We've also, of course, seen a lot of Republican leaders, a lot of folks who won their primaries last night. We've seen Gina Swoboda. She is the chair of the Republican Party in Arizona. The mayor of Glendale is here. A lot of other familiar faces, so not sure who else is going to speak before JD Vance takes the stage, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of those voices that we're typically used to hearing from at rallies that we've seen for former President Donald Trump. Now, regarding comments that JD Vance has made over the past several years, namely the comment referring to Kamala Harris as a childless cat lady, I did ask a lot of people here when I interviewed them, what do they think about that? You know, most of them told me they believe it was taken out of context, and again, they are strongly supportive of the Trump ticket regardless. We're live in Glendale. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, thank you so much. And as Bianca just mentioned, it is the day after the Arizona primary, so let's get right to some of those latest results for one of Arizona's most watched races. Republican Kari Lake and Democrat Ruben Gallego will face off in one of the state's most watched races. They're both vying for independent Kyrsten Sinema's open U.S. Senate seat. This comes after Kari Lake won the U.S. Senate GOP primary last night over Mark Lamb. Gallego was uncontested in his primary. And make sure to stay with 12 News on air and online for all of your election coverage. You can also find the very latest updates at 12news.com and the 12 News app.